or welcome back to my channel. My name is Colleen and this is Lochabay Stitches and this is Flosstube number 27. So I didn't mean to be gone as long as I have, but things have just been really super busy around here. I'm getting ready to go back to work, so unfortunately that meant that I had to kind of push my stitching and other stuff to the side to just get a whole bunch of other stuff done. And every week I would think, okay, I'll get this done and then I'll film on Tuesday. And then the next Tuesday came and then the next Tuesday and here we are. So yeah. So just trying to get, like I said, a whole bunch of things done, like anticipation, because I'm not really sure how my schedule is going to work. So, but once I kind of get a routine, I think it's going to be a lot easier to sneak in some stitching time here and there, or, decide, what needs to happen when. So, but yeah, other than that, everything's been going really good. Next Tuesday, our little Sam is having surgery. So if everybody could keep their paws crossed for him and send some good wishes his way. He's going to be having it's kind of a big deal, but not. He has entropion in both of his eyes where his eyelids turn in, so his eyelashes rub against his eye. But we've been having him treated since he was a puppy. So the last time we took him for his eye checkup, our doctor said everything we're doing is good. His vision is perfect. His eyes are fine, but it's time. So we decided that since he's going to have surgery for that, we're also going to have his the extra tissue from his nose and throat taken care of. And they can do all that by laser, which is really cool. But yeah, he has very thin nostrils. So when he snores really, really bad. So they're going to open up his nose airway and then probably trim up his soft palate towards the back of his throat. So yeah, next Tuesday is probably going to be a little interesting. So we'll see how it all goes. But yeah, but other than that, they're healthy as horses and so much fun. But so yeah, today have a whole bunch of things to share with you. I have some almost frame finishes. The only thing I have left to do is pin them out, but I still wanted to show them because the frames are all painted and carved and everything like that. And then the two first frosts are almost completely done. So this will be the last time, but I'll show both of them together today. And then once they're all completely finished, I'll put, take pictures and put them all up on Instagram. But I did get a little bit of stitching done, so I have some finishes to show, some works in progress. And then I pulled out some of the things I want to work on for Halloween stitching. And then, yeah, and a little bit of stash. Not too much, but, more than I probably needed. But, yeah. So, anyways, we'll start there. So, I'll start with the first things that I got. These are just little accessories. Someone had showed on Instagram recently, a little travel, basically a travel needle minder, which I thought was so awesome. And not that I really travel anywhere, but I was once in a while if I go home, but they're great. But I picked this up at Hobby Lobby. It's a little tin. It almost looks like a little Altoids tin. But this one was super cute because it had a bee on it. But the top, kind of like an Altoids tin, it slides off. But the inside has a magnetic bottom, so it just holds needles. So I use a needle minder on my project, but this is great for if you're on a plane or whatever, you don't have to worry about your needles spilling out or anything like that. Because I have a bad habit of I weave mine into the fabric if I'm traveling, but this is awesome. And I think it was only $3 or $4. So they had some other cute designs too, but yeah, so I had to have that when I saw that on Instagram. I was like, oh, me too. And then from Etsy, and I'll have to post below, and I forgot to write it down, but I purchased these. I'll put a link to the Etsy store, but I got a couple little counting pins, and they're little dogs. So I'll use these once I finish my hands-on design wolf pin cushion that I have tons of pins for now. I just have to finish it. But so I got the jewels, an orange for Texas Longhorns and a green for a Spartan. So each one of the dogs gets their own team. So I got those. They're super cute. And then I got some more needle minders. So there's never enough needle minders. But the first one is a little frog. And he's so cute. I don't know why I gender things. He, she, whatever you want it to be. The frog, it. And then this one I love. It's so super cute. It's a little owl. He's adorable. And then this one's really cute too. It's kind of copperish tone, but it's a bee. And that one's kind of little, but I kind of like it. It's still super powerful, but I like the little one because it's not so heavy on my fabric. But yeah, and then last but not least, I thought this one was cute. This is another little tiny one, but it's a little octopus, I guess, or squid, but I think it's an octopus. It's hard to see. But yeah, so, but I'll put a, put close-up photos on Instagram later. So those were my new needle minders that I just had to have. Oh, right. I think maybe it was my stepmom was telling me the story about one of her friends. If her husband asked her where she got something from, she always says she won it in a raffle. I'm going to start using that one. So hopefully my husband isn't watching, but yeah, I won them all at the raffle. So yeah, so next I will share. So I got some new patterns. This was the only one that I ordered locally, and I have a couple more coming in the mail. But this one is from Heart in Hand, Square Dance 2. And what I'm going to do with those, they're so cute. And then somewhere in my stash, I have Square Dance 1, or the original Halloween Square Dance, which they show on the back. Whoops, probably not focusing. That has like ghosts, cats, and then Happy Halloween. I don't know if that's how it goes. Or creepy. I don't know. And then this one has bats, and I love the little monsters. They're so cute. But I'm going to probably stitch them like vertically, and then put kind of like change it up. I'm gonna put something in between each one of them, so just kind of like ad-lib it or whatever. But so yeah, so I want to add this one to my October stitching list. And then this is an older pattern, but for some reason I didn't have it in my stash, but it's from Creative Designers, but it's the Noah's Ark sampler. So that one will go in my stash too, along with the other 100 arcs that are waiting to be stitching. But hey, I didn't have that one, so now they can all be together. And then I did get, and I'm not sure if I mentioned it last time, I did pick up, the part 3 is out from the time window, the monthly series from 𝗙𝗡𝗏𝗏 on Etsy. So I got those, so I started September. So I'll show that when I do my works in progress. But September through December is out, so I did pick those up. So I already started on that. So that's good. For only, I got 2 more weeks to get it done because I've been behind on all of that. But then when I was in her shop, I'm like, oh, so she came out with some new patterns, and this is her new one from Halloween. Let's see if I can, sorry if I kill the Italian like pronunciation of this, but Aspettando Halloween. But that's her new Halloween pattern, and it's kind of like a, if you look at it, it's all like in parts, but you could also stitch them individually for like little pillows for a basket. And I still haven't decided which way I'm going to stitch it. If I want to stitch it as a whole picture, or if I want to just do it individually. So that was another one that I wanted to put with my Halloween stitching. But if you see how many things that I picked out for Halloween, they're never going to get all done. But I have high hopes. And then I picked out a couple, I'll show these. I picked out a couple patterns to do from the Just Cross Stitch magazine. So this is Just Cross Stitch October 2021, and it is from the Witchy Stitcher, and this one says Halloween time. So I picked out that one. And then she also has a second pattern, and I forgot to grab the magazine, but I believe it was from the prior month. But there's another, it's like a little cat. It almost looks like a cat Jack-in-the-Box, but the same color palette. So I want to stitch both of them and then frame them so that they can hang together. So that is also on my Halloween wish list. I didn't say which Halloween. Not this one, next one? No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I pulled all the floss, and I have the fabric for the 2 Just Cross Stitch magazines. And then I got they actually both call for that DMC, I'm not even sure what the name of the floss is, sorry. Oh, that Mouline, oh, sorry, I don't know the pronunciation, 𝗙𝗏𝗏𝗦𝗦, I'm not sure. But it's kind of like sparkly, but it's also kind of fuzzy. It's like fuzzier than regular DMC floss, but I've never worked with this before, so it's the first time. And actually, when I stopped at Hobby Lobby to buy it, the guy said, this is the first time I've ever seen anybody buy that. I was like, well, I've never used it before, so it'll be an interesting experience. And then I also signed up for, just an FYI, Barbara Anna has a new stitch along that starts tomorrow, September 15th. So it's called Witchy Dreams. And I think from the description, it's going to be another face, but Halloween theme. So I'm super excited about that. And so tonight I'm going to have to find fabric and decide when I'm going to pull the floss and do a floss toss to see what I got in my stash to use. So I signed up for that. So tomorrow I'm excited to download that pattern. And then I also, unfortunately, I get lulled into buying new patterns when you see stuff either on Instagram or Facebook. But I joined the Facebook group, I think it's called 31 Days of Halloween Stitching. But Sherry from the 123 board, she hosts it. And you can do anything you want. So I joined because maybe it'll keep me motivated to at least get one Halloween project done. But I'll post a link to the group below. But I joined it and somebody posted the pattern from, I believe it's called, her name is Carol Manning Designs, but it's called Halloween Hamlet. And I'll put a picture right here. It is so cute. As soon as I saw that, I was like, oh no. I was like, that's adorable. So I'll have to look. I had never heard of her design. So I'm going to have to go back and look and see if she has any other, like, is there like Christmas towns, or is this her first one? If it isn't, then she's going to need to do one every year, because then you could have like a whole Halloween town. That'd be awesome. But yeah, so I ordered that pattern. So I just did that today. I saw it last night when I was laying in bed, getting ready to go to bed. I always like peruse, and that caught my eye. But super cute pattern, I think. So yeah, but that's it. Oh no, actually that's not it. I did order, or I have a couple more in my Etsy cart from Wanderling Stitches. The new September rabbit's out. So I'll put a link below to that too if anybody's interested. So, and of course it's still, they're all super cute. So I'm going to do all of them. So yeah, but that's it. That's all I bought, but that's enough. So yeah, so next I'll just go into what I did get done. This is the one I'm most proud of. So I bought the kit from Nitka, and I'll put a link below. They're a Russian company. They do all different kinds of stuff, cross-stitch embroidery. But they do some exclusive Barbara Anna kits. And so I ordered, it's probably been 3 or 4 months ago, I ordered the 4 Seasons. And I just put it up in the cupboard, and then one day it was just calling loudly to me. So I pulled it down and started it. And originally I had planned on just stitching them all together as one, like in a row. But the more I got thinking about it, and I think why I got thinking about it is I was watching Joy Phil Stitcher, and she was talking about, she has the kit, and that she was debating too, I think, whether to stitch them all together or separate. And I think she mentioned maybe she was going to do them separate. But then I thought, well, then that would be really cute to frame them with some really cute card frames of the different 4 seasons and then hang them as a group. So I did definitively decide to stitch them separately. So this is the first one, and I started with summer, and I don't know why. Maybe it's still summer, but I started with summer. So there she is, all finished. They're so much fun to stitch, and it really stitched up pretty fast. I got it done in about a week. So, and I probably should have gotten it done faster than that, but like I said, things have just kind of been a new, different normal around here. So I just have to learn to deal with whatever time I have and make the best of it. So, but yeah, so then I showed this on Instagram, but I wanted to show it close up because I bought this super cute little charm to go on it. But this was Love My, and then it was Love My Dog from Lizzie Kate, but I added the S since we have 2. And it says Salmon Jazz. Let me see if I can see. But then I found this super cute button on eBay, and it says Good Dog. I just loved it. I was like, oh, that would look so cute to hang under there. So, and then I did add the flower button from Just Another Button Companies on there. So I need to get this one framed up, and I already know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the frame look like a collar, and that either put like a little hook or something so I can hang their rabies tags on there, so then I always know where they're at. So yeah, that's the idea for that one, but it just hasn't come to fruition yet, but that's going to be the idea. But I will show, I have made a frame similar to that in the past. Not carved, it was painted, but this time I'm going to carve it, so just to make it more 3D. So, but yeah. And then the last one is just a wee little one, and this was a free pattern, and I have to go back and look because I still couldn't find, but I ordered a pattern from somebody overseas once, and they threw this in as a freebie. So I stitched it up really quick one night because I needed another finish. But this is, it says Little Witch. So I'll put, if I can find it, I'll put the link below, or if anybody happens to know. But like I said, I ordered, oh gosh, I can't even remember who it was, but I can't find it now. So, but yeah, it's super cute. So I'll have to find something to do with that for Halloween. Not sure what yet, but something. But I love that purple fabric, so I think that's what I did. The 𝗙𝗟𝗘𝗗 from Glendon Place is on the same. I think that's a leftover from that actually. So, but yeah. And then my only other work in progress that I have going right now, again, is from the Time Window monthly series from Crocette Gogo. And I started, it's September, and it's a little porcupine. Super cute. And I can't wait to do October. Looks adorable with the owl. So that'll be perfect for me to use my little owl needle minder to match, right? But yeah, so I'm excited to move on to that. But this is as far as I've gotten. So that's as far, as far as it is right now. So I got the mushroom done and a little bit of the house. But I've only stitched on this for a couple days, so not too much. And I'll be honest, like some nights I get, like it's only 9 o'clock and I'll sit down and think, oh, I'm going to stitch for a couple hours. And 15 minutes later, and I'm like, oh, I got to go to bed. So, but yeah, again, just trying to adjust to a new schedule, which is a little bit of a bummer. But like I said, when I get that first paycheck, I'm probably going to be really happy. So, and you know, like part of the plan is you know, like my husband kind of formulated a plan, and we'll have like a 6-year plan to pay off our house. And then we can kind of at that time decide if we just want to be able to do what we, you know, like do what we want. And but this will also help me too, because I need some new pieces of equipment. There's some things I want to upgrade, you know, like I want to get a better router table, maybe just upgrade some of the tables that are out in the garage, stuff like that. So that'll make me happy to do that. And so it's a little bit of a trade-off, you know. I'll suffer for a little while, but in the end it'll be all good. So, but yeah, so finally I will end with our frame finishes. So I'm going to start with the Cursed First Frost. So first let me start by saying, like, I loved stitching these patterns. I really did. And I love the color palette. And these are from Hands On Design. And I like love the concept behind it. However, I think I've mentioned this before. I'm not like what I would consider like a seamstress. My sewing skills are very limited, would be a nice word to put it. So I think I showed this one a little while ago, but he's completely done. So what I did is I just carved some like wooden snowflakes, and they're on both sides, so you can see them from the end. And then just kind of used like the paper mache bubble border on the bottom of the wood, and then just stuffed him. But I added a nose just to make him more snowmanish, and then like a little scarf. So this one's completely done. So the difference is this one, you can kind of like see my hand, is only about 4 fingers high. And then for the larger one, I still haven't finished his stitching, but the larger one, his is about double the height. So there's like a big one and a little one. So maybe like Mr. and Mrs., I'm not sure. So like from here, like if you look at them, like they actually don't look too bad. Up close, they're a little bit rough. Like it was one of those things, it was kind of like not a Pinterest fail, but when you see like something on Pinterest and you're like, yeah, and then you do it and you're like, But it's not, I'm overall, since they're just for me, I'm happy. But if someone ever got these in the mail, they'd probably be like, what? But yeah, but I am happy with them. I think they're so cute to look at. And like I said, I absolutely love the patterns and the idea of these. So if she's watching, these would be awesome to do some like Halloween ones too. And they could be like a little witch or stuff like that. But yeah, so I love the idea of these. Like my finishing needs some some help. But I think if I like made these more than once, like I learned a lot from these, but like I said, you don't want to get too close to them or otherwise you might be a little scared. So yeah, so they'll just like sit together. I can't let go. This one I need to sand a little bit more, but they'll just kind of, they look cute sitting next to each other on the table. So yeah, so first frost finally finished. Yeah, but I'll take some pictures of them and put them on Instagram later. And then the next one I'll show is from the Crocette Gogo, and it's their time window series. And I still have to pin this one out, so I just kind of have it sitting in there. But this is August, and so on top, since there's little like seagulls, it's kind of beachy themed. I carved a little seagull for the top. So there he is. And then on the bottom is a little slice of watermelon. So that'll just sit down there. And the frame is just kind of like rubbed with picking up like that blue color. So yeah, so these are so much fun too. I have them all the other months that I have finished kind of like sitting in the back of my office. So they're fun to just look at all together too. So yeah, so that's August from the time window. And September... Yeah, so September's one that I showed earlier. So then I have to go back. I still haven't stitched January, February, and March because I didn't start till April. So I don't know when I'll get caught up on those. I keep saying that, but they're so much fun. I really, really love those patterns. So I'll put a link below too if you haven't checked those out yet. And hopefully she does those every year because they're just adorable. So finally, this was a stitch along. I think that you can just buy like the normal pattern, but this was a stitch along from Primrose Cottage Stitches, and it was their, I think it was Be Happy. I'll put the link below. I didn't take very good notes today. But again, this one I still have to pin out, but this is how this one came out. So that was the pattern, and then I kind of did the bees, like really similar to the bees that are in the picture. So they kind of like look the same. And then a little beehive down on the bottom. And then this is just some wire. And they're just glued on. But yeah, and I kind of just left the frame. I was going to kind of stencil it with some honeycomb, but once I painted and rubbed the frame, I decided that I liked it just how it was. So I first painted it like a little bit of yellow and then the white chalk paint over top. And then the only thing that I did different this time, and it's a really fun technique, I was watching Flea Market Flip the other day and actually just had it on in the background, but something like kind of like perked my ear. So I went in to like watch it, and it was these two guys and they were refinishing something old. And so they were adding something to it and wanted to try and like match the texture. So what they did was, so like when I painted the yellow on this, while the paint was still wet, you crumble up cornflakes and sprinkle it into the wet paint, and then it dries. And then once it's completely dry and you paint the white, you just paint white over top of everything. And then take a razor blade after that's dry. And when you scrape off the cornflakes, it kind of leaves like a really awesome, fun texture. I'm like, yes, that's so awesome. So that was something that I'm passing along from Flea Market Flip. And I wish I could remember the guys' names, but they were really fun. They actually won too, so. But yeah, so that was I'm super happy to have this one done and framed because it's a super cute pattern. But yeah, it was originally a stitch along, but I think now you can just buy the pattern. So, but yeah, Primrose Cottage Stitches. So yeah, so that's about it. Like I said, not too much this week, but it's better than nothing, which is what's been happening the last 3 weeks. But yeah, so my plan is next Tuesday, if I don't film, I'll definitely film the day that Sam's in surgery. And whatever I have done, I'll show. But I'm also planning on, I think, doing like a framed finished parade of everything that I've framed this year. Just to kind of recap, or people that maybe have subscribed and didn't feel like watching the other like 24 videos or whatever. You can kind of get an idea of, I'll see everything together. Because there's only one thing that I've stitched this year that I haven't framed yet, and that was one of the 𝗙𝗥𝗢𝗦𝗦 𝗦𝗧𝗏 critters. So maybe if I can try and sneak that one in there, I'll be at 100%. But that's the only one. So everything else that I've actually stitched and finished this year, I framed, plus whatever I pulled out of the closet to frame in addition. So not too bad. I really shouldn't beat myself up, but you always wish you could get more done. But so yeah, so that's my plan. If I don't tape next Tuesday it'll definitely be the day, like I said, the 28th, I think it is. And then it'll probably be from now on though, like later in the afternoon, so I probably won't post until late evening. But yeah, other than that, that's about all I have. So I hope that everyone is doing great. Let me know if what you're doing for your Halloween stitching, if you stitch for Halloween, or if there's any other great stitch-alongs. I was super tempted. There was a stitch-along that I saw. It was going to be like a Christmas Advent themed. And there's a part of me that I really, really wanted to sign up, but I might end up just buying the pattern. But so far I have like kept away because I have way too much other stitching I need to be doing. So, but yeah, just let me know what you're doing or what's going on in your world, or just say hi, anything. You know, I love the interaction and love to hear what everybody's up to. So again, I apologize for have gone missing for all this time, but I'm still here and everything's good. So yeah, so until the next time, have a great week and happy stitching. Bye.